What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 26. And today we're returning with two big games with our Canaries as we take on Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League, then the league leaders Chelsea, both at home. Before we get to the games though, shall I know to be getting on camera? Well, we have been absolutely on fire. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our big thumping 4-1 victory against the Baggies before our 3-0 victory on the group opener against Lokomotiv Moscow. 5 games off camera, and as you can see, they've all been wins. We are right now on an 8-game win streak, and if we win back-to-back today, we'll go 10 straight wins for the first time in the series. Easier said than done, though, against Sporting Lisbon and Chelsea. But in the run off camera, we started off with a 2-0 victory against Watford. Todd Cantwell having a really good season for us so far, made it 1-0, and then 6 minutes before the end of the game, Ibrechize made it 2-0 from the spot against the 10-men Hornets, and following that, a huge win away in Italy in matchday 2 in the Europa League group stage, taking on Atalanta, who I thought were going to be the toughest opponent for us in the group, and we got a massive victory. Adam Idah scoring a rebound goal, making it 1-0, then Ben Thompson scoring a lovely goal, making it 2-0, 20 minutes after the restart. Dean Henderson in this game, though, made so many fantastic saves. Atalanta had at least a couple of one-on-ones in this game. Henderson made brilliant saves. Caldara did score a late goal for the hosts in this game to make it 2-1, and hit the woodwork in the final few seconds as well. They were so unlucky not to get a point in this game, but we held on for a massive victory away in Italy there as we got the 2-1 win. And 7 days later, we got a third win in the Europa League group stage 2, and what a demolition job it was away in Portugal against Sporting Lisbon. It was an ótimo performance, excellent performance from Norwich City. We won the game by 5-1. Cantwell scoring again, then Benkovic scored his first goal for the club, and what a goal it was as well. The 6'4" centre-back, you'd think it would be a header from a corner. No, it was a wonderful goal from just outside the area as he made it 2-0. Thompson then got his second goal in 2, making it 3-0, and despite Sporting grabbing a consolation goal, goals from Karamoko and Adam Idah wrapped up the 3-point stare as we maintained our 100% record in Europe to make it 3 wins from 3 to start the group campaign off. And our final 2 games were thrilling victories in the Premier League. We started off with a 3-2 victory at home to newly promoted Sheffield United. Fell behind through Jack O'Connell, but 2 goals right before the break. First, a cracker from Sander Berger, one of the goals of the season, made it 1-1, then Eze a couple minutes later made it 2-1 as we flipped the script heading into the dressing room. Brewster made it 3-1 before McBurney made it 3-2, but thankfully we did hold on for the 3 points there. And our final game off camera, oh man, in the last episode I was saying, what game am I going to do, Spurs or Chelsea along with Sporting Lisbon? I think I picked the wrong game. We went to North London and we won a 7-goal thriller away against Tottenham Hotspur, and what a game, and I'm so annoyed I didn't choose this one as the live one. We took the lead early through Karamoko Dembele before Kane levelled from a set piece 2 minutes later. Then the second half, the game just went absolutely ballistic. Sander Berger got his second goal in 2 games before Brewster made it 3-1. I thought we were cruising to the 3 points, but 2 minutes later, Troy Parrott made it 3-2. Then Ndombele scored a bizarre goal where he just seemed to turn. It was like watching Benny Hill. He just ran away from everyone and made it 3-3. And then in the 97th minute, with virtually the final touch of the game, we won ourselves a free kick. Buendia whipped it in, and who was there at the far post to head home? Vukasin Vasilic, the 18-year-old Serbian wonder kid, won us the game with virtually the final touch in the 97th minute as Norwich City won a famous 7-goal thriller. So yes, 100% record off camera, 8 wins in a row, and as we head into today's big 2 games here against Sporting Lisbon and Chelsea, right now in the Premier League, as you can see, we are currently 3 points behind the Blues, and if we win today's game against them, we'll go level with them on goal difference. We're on points and only behind on goal difference. We do have the game in hand on both them and Manchester United as well. It's been a great start for Norwich City, but again, the defensive problems are still there for all to see. 17 goals conceded in 9 games. It's a good thing right now we're the second highest scorers in the league. Otherwise, we would not be in the top 4. And in the Europa League 2, if we win today's game against Sporting Lisbon, we will guarantee qualification to the knockout stages as well. So 1 win from our final 3 games, I think will be enough, Yeah, so long as it comes against Atalanta or Sporting Lisbon. So yeah, one more win in our remaining 3 and we'll be going through. What an amazing start to group. We've had 10 goals scored in 3 games. This season, we've been unbelievable in going forward and it's been fantastic to watch us play. So yeah, first game today is against Sporting Lisbon. Whilst we did beat them 5-1 away in Portugal, I don't think this game will be quite as easy. They'll be gunning for revenge, knowing how important it is, and I think this will be a lot tougher of a game to win. Right now on the injury report, Eze is coming back from a slight knock, but he is going to start today's game. Marcelo has gone down with food poisoning, but is okay to be part of our bench. And the big news off camera is that Jamal Lewis in the last game against Spurs tore his calf muscle and is going to be out for 2 to 3 months. So a serious long-term injury. We went pretty much the whole season last year without a serious long-term injury for one of our starters, but yeah, Lewis is going to be out until 2023, and a big blow there for our starting left back. And of course this season, as you know, we brought in Marcelo to be a backup left back. He's going to be starting a lot more games than I thought he would in this team at 34 years old. Anyway, this is our team for the game. 4-2-3-1. Henderson in goal. Back four of Byram, Holding, Godfrey and Arrows with Sander and Reed for the middle. Eze carrying a slight knock on the left. Dembele on the right. And Buendia Sports, our top scorer in Europe, Adam Ida. And on the bench, Farines, Bushiri, Marcelo, Vidal, Thompson, Vasilic and Rian Brewster as well. First game at Sporting Lisbon, where a win will send us through. Come on, you Canaries. What a luxury it will be knowing in our final 2 games we can field a totally rotated side with some big Premier League clashes to come, and it won't matter what happens if we'll already be through. Big game tonight. Let's get those 3 points as Sander crosses, and oh wow, how on earth has that gone in? Ida's claiming it, 5th goal of the season, all of which have come in Europe, I believe. Norwich 1, Sporting Lisbon 0, but I want to see that on a replay there. I don't know how on earth that squirmed into the back of the net. Sander offloads to Buendia, who whips into the near post after... Sorry, it's Berger whips into the near post. And wow, that's a bizarre goal, but we'll take it. Ida and Dembele both on the floor, but Adam's celebrating. He's got his 5th of the year. Dembele is claiming the assist as well, so he must have hit it in to Ida as Holding hits that corner over the bar. Still 1-0 though, and a great start this from the Canaries. Sporting Lisbon are dominating possession, but we've had all the chances. They can have as much of the ball as they want, so long as we get the 3 points, that's all that matters to me. As Sander's going to pop it out wide towards Abrechi, and Eze has one man to beat, but he'll play back to Byron. Now a lovely 1-2 between the pairs. Eze crosses, and there's bionic legs just behind the post, still 1-0. I love watching Karamoka get up. 5'5", 9 jumping reach, but again wins the majority of his aerial duels. It's amazing. But still, the lead is 1. Atalanta have taken the lead away in Russia, who right now are still without a point. But again, this result will render that game meaningless. We'll be going through to the knockout stages with 2 games to spare. As Eze finds Byram, back to Sander. As we look for a second goal right before half-time. Reed, lovely ball. Aarons cuts inside, hits the post. And Sporting will surely escape heading into half-time. Still 1-0. Game not done yet, but 45 minutes away from qualification. Eze to Sam with space to cross. And in it goes. And oh, yes, Karamoka. I don't think that was a header. But across to the far post, and Karamoka. I think that was a first-time volley into the top corner. He gets his 6th goal of the season. And Dembele this season has been absolutely superb. Sam whips into the back stick. Karamoka gets on the end of it. And I want to see this real quick. Oh, look at that. Wonderful finish into the bottom corner. Norwich 2, Sporting 0. We're surely going through. Corner for Sporting as Ida heads clear, and a chance here to make it free with Sander leading the counter down left-hand side. Lots of work for him to do, but then Bele's to his right, as is Buendia, and... What on earth was that? Sander, back stick, mate, back stick. Nah, piss off. What the hell was that? I think we're going to be okay. 9 minutes to go as Vasilic sends it long. Oh, go on, Adam. Oh, puts it wide. And it looks like his run of goals in the Europa League is going to end after 3 straight. But, oh no, he scored early, didn't he? He scored in the first half. So, in fact, despite missing a 1-on-1, he's going to extend his streak. 5 goals this season, and he scored in every single Europa League game as Bonifazi heads that free kick over, and that is going to do it. Norwich City have guaranteed qualification to the knockout stage with 2 games to go. We have absolutely dominated this group. I think the win on match day 2 away in Italy was the big one. I didn't think we were going to win that game. We shouldn't have won that game. Atalanta deserved at least a point, but instead, making it through with 2 games to spare now, a huge luxury. And it also means as well, on match day 5 against, where are we here, Lokomotiv Moscow away in Russia, who right now have not got a single point in the group. If we win that, we will guarantee qualification as top of the group and group winners as well. We've been amazing in Europe this year. Alright, so second and final game of today's episode, at home to the league leaders Chelsea, where a win in this game, no, dropped to second now, but either way, a win in this game will see us cut the gap on them to just goal difference, and we'll have the game in hand as well. So if we win that, we could actually overtake Manchester United as Premier League leaders. That's just fucking ridiculous. But either way, Chelsea here, and let's see if we can make it 10 wins in a row in all competitions for the first time in the series. And heading to the game, 4-2-3 on the course here at Carrow Road, but a few changes from our lineup after the victory on Thursday night. Freenes back between the sticks with Byron, Benkovic, Godfrey and Aarons in our back four. Sander and Longstaff now through the middle together, with Todd on the left, Dembele on the right, and Buendia supporting Brewster, playing up top against the club where it all began for him. On the bench, Henderson, Holding, Marcelo, Reedy, Zay, Vasilic and Ida as well. Here we go, second and final game where we could cut the gap on Chelsea to goal difference. And the question is, how high can we finish in the Premier League this season? As Haaland is bearing down on goal, and what a big block there by Godfrey as we get the danger away. All I want for us to do with Norwich is just stay in the Europa League for the next 2 to 3 years and then look for Champions League football, maybe in again about 2 seasons time. But I'll tell you this, it's been an amazing start for us. Long may it continue as Tagliafico finds Jadon Sancho, but it's all Chelsea to start the game off. Sancho crosses, Bailey heads on, and Haaland squeezes it in and makes it 1-0. The Norwegian with a goal, but again, how did that trickle over the line? Like our first goal against Sporting, this is a goal where you need the 3D on. I'll always play on 2D, but we need 3D replays for these sort of goals. Haaland slide tackles the ball in and makes it 1-0. Chelsea in front, and the Visits take the early lead. Reece James down the right, steps in field. Good tackle by Byron, but sadly the chance stays alive and Freenes prevents Haaland from getting a second. It's all Chelsea here. It's only a matter of time before they get their second, and as Bailey heads over, it's coming. It's coming. And that's going to do it for the half. Still down by 1. And I'm going to say to the boys here, unlucky. I often do that when we're trading against one of the big boys, as it always seems to give a positive response to their body language. 45 minutes to go, still only down by 1 and therefore still in the game here. Let's see if we can get ourselves back on level terms soon after the restart. Aarons has Dembele down the right and he'll slide in through it. It's Karamoko back to Max, who can cross if he wants to, and he does, and Buendia hits the post as it goes behind for a goal kick. Still 1-0. Mount to Haaland, and Haaland is in behind, and Freenes prevents him from getting his second goal of the game. Another big save by the Venezuelan, still hanging on in there. Bring on Vasilic for Brewster, who's not done too well today. And he's A for Buendia for the final few minutes. Don't think it's going to matter, although there is a highlight here. Come on, Ida is tripped by Mount, and that should be a second yellow card. Chelsea down to 10 for the final 3.5 minutes. Can we find an equaliser? Come on, one late chance, please. One late chance. Nope, sadly not. Haven't created much. And unfortunately, that's been our downfall today. Chelsea with 10 men are going to hang on. They'll get the 3 points and return to top of the table. And our winning run ends after 9. Still yet to make it 10 wins in a row in the series. And I will say, unlucky boys, it would have been nice to win. It wasn't to be. And I think that the most important thing for us, we don't get ahead of ourselves. You know, we had an amazing start to the campaign in Europe. 100%, 4 wins from 4. And we have had a fantastic start to the Premier League as well. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, man. That's the worst thing you can do, is be too ambitious and be disappointed when you fall flat come the end of the season. We're in 4th place right now, and we've got a game in hand on most of the teams around us too. It might be a loss, but you know what? Don't get ahead of yourselves. We're still right now on course to have a better season than as was predicted at the start of the campaign. So that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. A big thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I think what we'll do is we will play all of the World Cup and then come back for the final games of the calendar year against Everton away at Goodison Park, and then whoever our FA Cup 3rd round clash is going to be against as well. So we'll find out what happened in the World Cup in Qatar during November, and we'll come back for the final 2 games of 2022. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series, which will also feature the Europa League round of 32 draw as well very soon.